What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TWA Motorsports, and well, check out this weather. Isn't it awesome? It's actually 40 degrees, which is a huge improvement over the 3-degree average that we've had for the past couple weeks. And I have been holding out on you guys for a little while now. Been waiting for the weather to clear up, but yes, we did get rid of the Audi. The Audi is gone, and well, I replaced it with my wife's dream car. So if you guys know me personally, you probably have a pretty good idea of what my wife's dream car is. Now, my dream car is a Lamborghini. It used to be a Gallardo, now it's a Huracan, and maybe one of these days I'm gonna get one of those. But a couple things I wanted to update you on before I show you what the car is. I told you guys in a couple videos back that the Yukon that was back there beside the truck is now gone, and you can see that my son has been using the field for a four-wheeler track in this cold weather. But yeah, so at least that's gone, and the Audi's gone. And then I have been, and it's probably dumb, but I've been spending the whole day cleaning cars, and I probably need to make a video on that at some time because I'm pretty picky. But a couple videos back, I also showed you guys the Suburban, and I told you I would show you it all cleaned up. And so today I have been cleaning on it, and of course it started to mist rain, but I think it's going to probably stay pretty clean. It's supposed to be dry tomorrow, but take a look at this thing all cleaned up with the new front bumper. I have not addressed this little section right here. Just need some touch-up paint, but this thing is looking way better than what it was. Way better. It looks so good cleaned up. And honestly, guys, I absolutely love this thing. But okay, so I've given you enough time to guess. Like I said, the ones of you who know me personally probably already know, and actually a couple of you have seen it if you're friends of mine and live here local. But any guesses? Go down right now and guess, what do you think I would have traded? What do you think my wife's dream car is? I think I've said it a couple times in videos throughout the past, over the last 2 or 3 years, and I said that I'd never buy one, and I did. I finally bought one. By the way, this is a friend of my son's, so no, I did not buy a Ford, and no, that's not mine. Anyway, I've given you enough time. Let's take a look at what it is. Yes, it is a Tesla, and I fought this for the longest time, guys. A buddy of mine, a good friend of mine, works at a car lot, and he sent me a picture of this thing, and of course my wife fell in love. This is the color, this is the package that I would have wanted, and like I said, I didn't want one. And I actually told her after going up and driving it, which, to tell you a little backstory on my wife, she never test drives cars. So when we go to buy her a car, I test drive it. She never even steps foot in the driver's seat. She just doesn't care. She's like, no, I'll like it. I'm sure you drive it. I don't need to. So my buddy sent me this picture on a Sunday. Obviously, we couldn't buy it on a Sunday. In Missouri, you can't buy cars on Sundays. And she wanted to go up and test drive it, which I knew, you know, if she's willing to do that, she's obviously interested. Like I said, it was the color, it's the car. This is her Lamborghini. This is her dream car. And so let's talk about what it is. It is a 2017 Tesla Model S, and it is the hot rod version. If we got one, I really wanted the P100D, and that's what it is. So it is P100D, as you can see, and you can see that it's wet in here because I've been washing it. It is also in super four-wheel drive mode because I wanted to get the inner fenders cleared out. Like I said, that's this weather and the salt and stuff. She's been driving it. She drives it every day. Rain, sleet, snow, doesn't matter. She drives it, but it's got air suspension, so I've got it lifted up all the way now so I could get inside to clean the fender wells, and that's why the garage floor is wet. But I don't know what to say about this car, guys. I would really love, and I will give you guys a demo video of launch in Ludicrous with my mom. So if you remember the clip of my mom in the ZR1, I've got it right here. So at some point we will be definitely getting my mom in this car and doing another video like that. I would really like to get my wife in here and do that because she is, every time I stomp on this car, she gets really upset, and it would be funny to have on video. But like I said, this is her dream car. Not something that gets me really excited. It is a good looking car. It's different. It's really odd to drive. Like I said, I'm not going to take it out now because it's just wet. I'll show you guys on the inside and some of the cool things that it has. But one of the really odd things about driving one of these cars, if you're used to a gasoline powered vehicle, is when you let off the gas, it automatically starts to stop. And it's almost like if you had a gas-powered vehicle and your brake was dragging. So like the front brakes were dragging, it will stop. So it's really, really odd to me to drive. Now you can turn that down, but I will tell you guys, in the snow, it was really weird because it almost started to slide because it's starting to stop on its own because of that regen. It's regenerating power to charge the battery. That's the reason it does that. Now, they say that these things are really good as far as never needing brake replacements because a majority of that regen takes place and you don't have to use the brakes a ton. But this is a pretty loaded up model. I'm not really sure what the MSRP on this thing new was, but obviously we bought it used. I wouldn't have spent that much on this car. I did tell her when we were driving, when we went up there and drove it, we took the Audi up to meet with my buddy to drive it. And I said, if the Audi were like 2 years newer and had the newer dash on it, I would be fighting you to trade because I think the Audi was it was a more comfortable car in my opinion. And anyway, so let's get in this thing. One of the cool things about this car, so check out the key. So you've seen the door handles pop open here. And I'm probably showing you guys stuff that you've seen before on these things, but the key is a kind of like a version of the car. So it looks like the car. If you double click on the hood, it pops open. And it's really weird because it has no safety latch. It literally just lifts straight up, and no safety latch involved whatsoever. And it's really odd to open this and not see anything. It's got a tow hook down there, a little bit of storage, and washer fluid. That's it. That's all you get in the front here. It's really odd. And it's really hard to shut. My son and my wife do not like opening that because it's hard to shut. Same thing on the trunk. So if we go back to the key here, double click on the trunk is powered. You can see my wife's already got stuff in here, but tons of room. And as a matter of fact, some of these things come with seating back here if you want. You can put seats back here and then storage down below. I won't move this stuff, but you can lift this up and there's a little bit more storage down below. Actually would be your feet if you had the rear facing seat option. Of course, it's got power close. As far as like the outside, there's not a whole lot. Like I said, this is a pretty loaded up model. And the reason I say that, when you get a Model S, of course, the P100D is the top of the line as far as the fastest. It does have Ludicrous mode, or Ludicrous Plus. It's got the red caliper option. It's got the 21-inch turbine wheels. And let's get in this thing and check it out. Let's see if we can turn down the radio because we don't want to get in trouble from... All right, so on the inside, pretty plain. You know, Tesla is pretty simplistic in what they have on and off their cars. Of course, power tilt. It has a huge screen in the center and tons of features. Like, I tell you what we'll do. We'll let the suspension down. Like I said, I had it up so I could clean it. It's on very high. We'll go down to low. Maybe. I thought I had the key in here with me. Well, it's going to make a liar out of me, guys. It may be because... Ride height. There we go. Well, let me put my foot on the brake and see if that... There we go. So we'll go to low. Come on. You can see I don't drive this thing ever. Well, it's going to make a liar out of me. All right. Well, I was going to show you that. Maybe we will here in a second. Maybe when I'm using the extra key, and I'm not sure the battery is real great. You notice I had to click it a couple times. But anyway, some of the crazy stuff that it has on it. Obviously, the go fast mode, right? So driving mode, it's in chill right now. My wife drives it in chill. She wouldn't care if this thing had a gas motor. She just likes the look of the car. But you've got sport mode, you've got ludicrous mode, and then you have ludicrous plus mode. And you can see this is giving you a warning, max battery power. If you hit this, it takes a little bit to start warming up. So if you'll notice, it'll stay in ludicrous mode until the batteries have warmed up. And I haven't even done a launch in ludicrous plus. I put it on ludicrous plus here, and then said that it was going to take like an hour to warm up the batteries to launch. And so I've really not even experienced a launch, but I can tell you guys that a launch in just regular ludicrous mode is insane. But let's see here. Some of the other things, like I said, regen braking, steering mode. I'm going to put it back in chill because my wife she won't like that. When you go into climate settings, everything's touchscreen. That's really odd. So you've got, obviously, your heat and air. There's one other thing I want to show you. So you can heat. You've got a heated steering wheel. And then you can turn the heat on all 5 of the seats. So you can then go all off. It's just insane. We'll turn that off. Let's see if we can go back. I don't know why it's not. The suspension. You Tesla people out there, let me know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I just raised it up. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so other than that, we've got autopilot. So as long as there are lines on the street, it will show a little gray steering wheel up here, and autopilot can engage, and it does automatically drive you everywhere. I've used it a couple times when we've went, and it's really odd to see this thing going down the road. But let's see, one other thing I wanted to show you guys in here, which my youngest son thinks is the coolest thing ever, is you can go to Toy Box here, and under emissions, you can put a whoopee cushion in any corner of the car. So we've got it back in the back for my son. He thinks that this is the coolest thing on this car. He just literally giggles. And then I set it randomly when I drive it, and my wife's not in here, I'll set it to where it turns on when she hits the turn signal, which kind of annoys her. But ludicrous mode, this basically just makes it look like Star Wars when you're taking off. Romance mode, will play different songs and put a campfire up here and blow warm air on you. I mean, just some of the things that are on here are just absolutely insane, and you'll probably never use them, but I'm still messing with this. This is driving me crazy. But like I said, I don't know anything about this car because I don't really drive it. I'm just showing you guys what I have learned. And my wife just absolutely loves this thing. Lots of storage. Obviously, we got a cup holder here. She's taken out to put a bigger cup in, but you can it's adjustable. I don't know what she's done here. So she's got all kinds of stuff moved around. She must have had the big cup in here. That's one cool thing about this, is you can put a ginormous cup in and move this stuff around. But then you got more storage here. You've got cup holders up top here if you want to use those. We generally keep this up top and just use it for the armrest. But golly, man, in the back there is quite a bit of room. You know, it's really odd because you have a transmission tunnel, and obviously the floor is flat because you don't need that. And this is the dual drive, so it does have a motor in the front and it has a motor in the rear. But I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else. There's multiple cameras on the outside. You can see there's one here, there's one here, and then I think there's a couple up front. I don't even know. Like I said, guys, I haven't even messed with this other than driving it maybe 2 or 3 times, launching it, making her mad, and That's about it. But let me know what you guys think of this thing. Like I said, this has been a dream of hers for a long time, and she works really hard. And to be quite honest with you, she deserves it. She's waited a long time, and I fought it long enough. It's just it's something that she's always wanted. So it's like I said, she deserves it. She lets me buy all these cars, these junk cars. You know, I tow these trucks home or cars home and work on them. I got that shop. Obviously, we have enough vehicles, so it was time for her to get her dream car, and hopefully at some point we can get mine. But I want to show you one more thing, the charger. So I'm sure that a lot of you guys are wondering, like, you know, did you drop a 220 outlet in your garage here? And I didn't. So that's the charger there. And on that charger, just a regular 110 plug-in, it will charge 3 miles for every 1 hour that it's plugged in, which obviously would take forever when it's completely dead. It goes about 300 miles on a charge, and she averages about 270 miles in 9 days, I think, is what I figured based off what gas she used. I used to keep track of gas for, well, I actually keep track of gas on all my vehicles, but just looking back at what she drove in the Audi, about 270 miles in 9 days. So this lasts her about 10 days on a charge. And then we were at first starting to plug it in every night when she got home. So she would go to work, which she works really close, and when she got home she'd plug it in. But the car noticed that we were doing that, and it said, look, it's going to shorten the battery life if you keep doing that. We were basically just doing a maintenance charge or a maintain charge. And so we've been letting it run completely dead. I did drop a 220 and put a Tesla plug in my shop, and so today I actually pulled it down there, charged it completely up. On 220 it will charge 23 miles in 1 hour, so obviously a huge difference there. But like I said, guys, let me know what you think. There are more videos to come here on this car. I promise you, we will get some launch videos. I would love to take it to the track. You know, these things have went 10.5 at, like, I don't know, 120-ish in the quarter. They're not real good as far as top speed in the quarter. It's that launch that gets you. And it is literally crazy. I've had the ZR1 that was built, and this thing is so crazy when it takes off out of the hole. That whole shot is just, it's like when you're dropping off on a amusement park ride, that long drop on a roller coaster where your stomach goes up. That's exactly how this feels when you're taking off. It's unbelievable. But I promise you guys, we will have some videos on it. I wanted to show you, like I said, I've been holding out. I've just been waiting for some good weather to get this thing cleaned up. I didn't want to show it to you all dirty, and it just, the weather hadn't been cooperating. So we have had it for a couple weeks. She is loving it. I will have to pry it from her hands when we are ready to get something else, that is for sure. I don't foresee her having anything but a Tesla for a long, long time, because she is just, that's the only thing I think she would trade it for, is another Tesla. But if you guys do like this car, if you enjoyed this video, please go down there and smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, guys, please go down there and hit that subscribe. While you're down there, make sure you ring that bell icon. That notifies you every single time we drop a new video, and stay tuned to see what we work on next.